Alrighty, hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today we're playing some more Stormworks, Build and Rescue. So I thought today, you know what, let's build a small little vehicle. And I've been doing some tests on the engines. And today what I'm going to do is I'm going to reveal some secrets here, some Stormworks secrets. Yeah, some Stormworks secrets. Basically, I have figured out how to get the engines to work. I know, I say that because it has taken its toll. I assure you, it has taken its toll on me in a big way. It was not easy. It was not easy getting this to work. All right, so let's see here. We have 1, 2, 3, 8, 9, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, that's how wide we're gonna be. And then in here, is that gonna be enough for the wheels? Work. Ugh, that's awful. That's awful. Awful. What am I doing? I don't even know what I'm doing here. Maybe I'm not the person to talk to about the secrets of Stormworks. No, yeah, so what I did, I've been doing some testing on some engines here. Different configurations, and I think I've solved the issue of why we can't get, like, you know, fuel into our engines when we want to get fuel into our engines. Yeah. So in this build here, I'm actually going to go over that, and I'm going to try and resolve that issue. So I'm not sure kind of what I'm building. Yeah, I want to build like just a truck. Now, I'm really good at building big trucks, but I'm not really good at building small trucks. So, let's figure this out, and then we're going to put a modular engine in here. Modular engine in here. This might work out, this might not. I'm hopeful. I'm hopeful this is going to work out. Alright, so if we do something like that, and then just for the sake of everything, let's just say that's where the headlights are going to go. And then we could do that. Now, I don't know if maybe I should use the 5x5 wheel just to give us a little more clearance on the ground. That might work a little bit better with what I am building here. And then we'll take this and kind of make like a grill. Like that. Alrighty, and then cool, yeah, so I'll be able to go over how to build, that's what we're going to do, we're going to go over how to build a modular engine. So we'll come across like that, and then, let's see, we'll do this. Like that, maybe. It's not looking too bad. And then this kind of be the top of the wheel well. 3, 4, 5, and then I guess it will probably taper down again like that, and then do something like that, maybe. So that means we can do that, but we're not going to keep this because these wheels turn, and if we keep that, it'll turn into the wheels. Okay, So that's not bad. So that's kind of our, what is that? That would be the firewall for the engine. Alright, so it does need to be a little bit longer. I don't think it needs to be that long. Let's see, probably that might work. And then what? That'll be our tail here. Come up to there. And then this will close into there, and that kind of will be the rear section of the vehicle. Now, if we do that, this is a bit tall. This fender here is a bit tall. Like it should be like that. Something like that, maybe. Let's take this and this, and then let's cut that and bring that back one. And then let's merge you, and then let's take this here, and of course we are going to, oops. I want to, oh, that's gonna have to go back by 2. Let me erase it. Definitely gonna need to be longer. Sort of the evolution as it evolves. Let's see here. So I want to do this and this. That seems a bit long for a hood. And then these wheels, of course, are going to come back. Now, you're probably wondering, like, why am I not using the wheel without the suspension? If you use these, I guess you can stiffen up the suspension and use it. I just find that it tends to compress when you add weight to it, and I don't like the fact that it compresses. So we could do something like that, and then we could probably do, you know, something like that maybe. Let's see here. This comes in here, and we could sort of do the same here. Yeah, that looks all right. So that is the engine compartment. For there. Now this is going to need to be wider. Let's see about getting a couple of seats in here. Hey, that works. Look at that. That's just wide enough. Just wide enough. Now if I get rid of that and I just get a regular passenger seat in here. Okay, okay, I like it, I like it. Turn that back on, and then what I want to do is this should merge into here. So I guess no, let's do this instead. I want to do that, or how do we want this to kind of finish here? sloppy. Kind of sloppy. We can go with it because then I can have the door there. Let's see. Yeah, we'll do this. The door will open here. So we'll take the pivot, take a robotic pivot. Like that, and then this is going to be our door here. Can come to here. Come to there. And we'll get rid of this, and in here we need a connector. And then we need a connector here. And then of course we can just fill this in with a couple of blocks. Can't fill that in, but that looks alright. And then that will be sort of the back of the cab. Ooh, let me spawn this, see how this thing's gonna look. Oh, not bad. Not bad, actually. Not bad. It needs to be a bit longer. Yeah, it needs to be just a little bit longer. Okay, and then we'll just get a switch here, and I'm gonna bury the logic right here. So let's get a switch. This is gonna be for our doors. Let's get rid of that, and let's do that, and let's get a constant number, and the constant number is going to be 1 and 0, and we're going to go 1 is on, 0 is off. I think that's right. We'll find out shortly, won't we? And then we're going to need a battery in the truck here as well. We're going to need a small little battery. I'll just put the battery here for now. We are going to get a modular engine in here in this video because I want to explain how that's going to work. Let's get a toggle button. Can we get a two-sided toggle button? Can we? Oh, that will actually go there. Cool. I guess I will need a second switch. We'll get one for each door. That's our off value, that's our on value. That can go to this door as well. It's got pivots need electricity, buttons need electricity. This is going to release, and this is going to release and do that. So let's try that out. Nope, wrong direction. Okay, and then what I also want to do is I want to move this. That still works, right? Hold on. Yeah, it still works over here. Okay. So this has to be -1. Okay, and then it turns into there. Is that right? Nice. Okay, so we have a truck. We have the makings of a truck. It's gonna need to be definitely a little bit longer. Let's see if we can figure that out. Let's see. It'll probably need to be. Doesn't need to be that much longer, but does need to be a little bit longer. So if we merge, all right, we just get rid of that, and we'll take the new 5x5 wheel, and we'll put it there. Is that going to be too long now? Yes, the wheel needs to come forward just a little bit. Boy, it's a fine I mean, unless I want to make it like a dually or something. Well, we don't want to do that. Okay. Potentially there. Okay, potentially there. I like that. So we now need to build the box. This whole thing basically is going to be a box. So what do we want to do here? Do we want to... It should be the same width as the body, which for some reason comes out one more. Alright. So this here, and then this here. Alright. That can come out like that. Wonderful. And then this can just carry on here to the tail. And that pretty much be our rear bumper. It's a bit thick. And this should carry on like this. And like that. And then if we take this, sort of gives us our shape. And now for the box, really we can just come in like this. I also feel like I want a separation. I want a separation there. Right, and then I think it looks kind of weird right now because there's no cab. I didn't finish the cab here, right? So this will come up 1, 2, 3, 4 probably. Maybe something like that. And then we could have something like that. Gonna be a little difficult to shape. Actually, let's see if we do that. I'm shuddering already. I don't like this, and I don't like this, and I mean this should be like. Let's just get some shape in here. I'll have to get rid of that, and let's get this here like this. And then that's also going to be the case for there. I feel like if we come in like this, and then instead of this being all square, let's get rid of that whole square idea here. Nice. Then I can bring that down. And then we can have sort of like, here's where it separates between the body and the back of it. Nice. Something like that. And then well, that looks kind of cool. And this here we can shape into something like that, and then of course we probably want a tailgate on here, which we can embed into here by taking a velocity pivot. How was that pointing out? that. And then we can take this. And merge those two together. Cool, now we have a truck with a tailgate. Oh, that's kind of neat. Now I don't know if it needs to be like taller. Here, let me spawn this in and just see, just kind of get an idea of how it looks. Yeah, that's not bad. It's a little long. Kind of like more like an older style truck, I guess. I mean, with the blocks, it is what it is, right? What else can we do with the blocks? So far, so good. I think so far, so good. Yeah, so we get the tailgate working, and we'll just go from there. Let's see. So down here, let's rip this up because we don't really. Seeing as how this is all. Oops, this is all one. Let's get another switch in here. And what do we got? This is our on. This is our off. Alright, and let's get a toggle button. We'll get a two-sided toggle button, and we'll just put that right here for now. That up, and that's already connected, and that can connect to there. Alright, let's spawn that, see if that works. Oh, goes forward. Okay, so we need another, needs to go +1, unless I want to reverse the pivots, which I don't really want to do. And this is going to be our active. Now I think those are spinning. Yeah, I don't need to invert it. If I needed to invert it, it wouldn't have opened at all. Oh, cool. What's going on here? Oh, whoops, that's on and that's off. Don't want to start spinning in circles here. Okay, so we turn that on and we turn that off. Cool, so now we have a working tailgate. Alright, so what I want to do is just fix the bumper up a little bit. It's a little low. It's a little... Let's see if we come across like this. What we'll do is we'll probably paint all that black. We can do that, and then I still like the idea of having this here like this. I still think that's kind of neat. That's just me. Okay, we've got that. Maybe, yay, no. Oh, I need to finish the fenders. That's why it looks awkward. Like, why does it still look so awkward? So we're gonna finish the fender here. Oh, I guess I didn't mirror that on this side here. All right. Fenders, maybe the fenders are a bit long. Hard to say. It's hard to say because these ones come down. Right, these ones come down. Maybe that looks a little bit better instead of it just coming down like that to a point. Yeah, there we go. It's got a little bit of shape to it. It's got some dynamic to it. Let's see, we'll do a quick little walk around. In the back here, we'll fill that in. Yeah, that's kind of cool. Neat little old school pickup truck here. So we'll fill this in like that. And then of course we want to finish. I want to finish this here. And I'm gonna put this back into mirror mode. And then for here, I guess that could be part of the door. Yeah, that doesn't really matter. Something like that should almost. This should almost come in like this here. And then this can do that, and then of course on the inside here we can just do that. How does that look? Not feeling it, really. Not feeling it. Not feeling that either. Alright, we'll just leave that like that, I think. That's a hard one. Maybe we'll bring this in. No, if I do that, then I need to change this. I would need to change this to this. It's not really. Fender troubles. Fender troubles. Here, well. Fender troubles. See how that looks. And then this. I don't like that. It's too square. I want that to come back on an angle. I guess I'm okay with that. Oh, there's no electricity in there anymore? Oh, did I get rid of the... I got rid of the... Jeepers. Yeah, this will go back one to there. Okay, let me reconnect that, make sure the doors work. This was this door. This was this door. All right. Now, if we bring that up, to bring this up on an angle, a couple of options. That is too steep. That might work. That might work, actually. Then we need to be flat. We'll need to be flat across here. Yeah, I guess there really isn't too much we can do. Unfortunately, there isn't too much we can do about that. This here, unless, no, there's not much I can do about that. I was thinking like maybe an inverse pyramid or something, but there really isn't too much I can do about that. Not too much at all. And then what we'll do is we'll put in a sunroof here. Why not? Why not? Okay, so let's focus on the hood. The hood. Which is pretty much just going to do that. And then we'll have a button somewhere for that. Okay, and then we need to finish. Let's see here. That works. And that actually looks kind of not too bad. Not too bad. Put an antenna on there or something, and then maybe it'll work. Okay, so before I do this, what I want to do is let's get the modular engine in play. Now, the thing about modular engines is they heat up quite a bit. You can cool them down. Once you apply load to it, it should stay cool. So let's get the modular engine installed. So what do we need? We need, first thing and foremost, let's go down to the modular engine. We need the crankshafts. So I guess we could have 4. Yeah, and then we need to have space for a clutch. And ooh, I need to have space for a flywheel if I want the flywheel. So I guess the clutch could go out one more. Let's see here. Let's see. Yeah, we can do that. Okay, so on the front of the engine, we need a belt drive. We need a 1x1 belt drive. Alright, and then the next thing we need are modular engine cylinders. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. We could put 4 along the bottom too if we really want to, but I don't think we need to. Next thing we need to do is we need to connect these together with these corner manifolds. Just like that. So now in theory all these should be in line. We shouldn't have to connect the rest of them. But in the odd case that it doesn't. Oh, no, I don't think we need to do that. Right? These are in line, and all you need to do is connect them in theory with 1. Okay, so the next thing we need is we need a fuel manifold. Let's take that off. So fuel is going to be on this side. We need an air manifold. Alright, air is going to be on this side. And then in the front, we need these. These are coolant. These are pumps. They're just pumps. And now we need to attach a pump to the pumps in order to get coolant to flow through the engine. So, somewhere in here, we're going to need to fit a fuel pump. And that's going to draw... it out. So this here, let's just say this is going to be our hotline. Alrighty. And then what we need to do is this has to come back to the radiator. Right, the thing about modular engines is the faster you can pump coolant through them, the cooler they will get. Alright, so we'll get a radiator. In this case, we're going to use the electric radiator. The electric radiator, let's just use a base radiator for now. I think I was able to get it stable. And this will just be, we'll use the black color for there. Now that's not going to work. That's going to have to be in. It's going to have to be in there. All right. Well, if that's the case, there we go. let's see, this comes over. That's to come up. Up and over. Okay, perfect. And then this side here, blue, can just go directly straight into the engine. Just like that. Alright, now connected to the belt drive, we need a starter. And we need at least an alternator. That's going to help us recharge the battery to some degree. Just like that. Okay. Now, what we want to do is take our battery. We'll connect it to the alternator, connect it to the starter. And then the pump. Let's get these lights hooked connected as well. Alright, so now we need to figure out air. Where do we want our air to come into our engine? And we can just do that. Fluid. And then our exhaust. Which I suppose we could, let's see, that's it. We could run it through here. Run it right through there. Yeah, that seems pretty fun. Okay, so what do? We come here. Exhaust. Exhaust will make black. Oh, this is fuel. That's fuel and that's air. Right. So I haven't connected an exhaust yet. Alright, alright. So this is fuel. Fuel is going to be red. Oh, we need fuel tanks on this thing too, don't we? I think I'm actually going to put them here. Yeah, that's actually a really good idea. Can we do that on this side? A couple of fuel tanks. Oh, wonderful. Look at that. Oh, even better. Even better. And the fuel... yeah, this is going to be a little... This is where it gets a little interesting. This is where it gets interesting. Okay, so we may as well go back to the engine from here. Can we do that? Can I connect to the... Alright, I think I can there. Okay, so what we need to do here, we need some pumps. We do need pumps, and these pumps are going to be taking fuel. That's actually, it's going to take up a lot of room in the back here. I'm not too sure how this is going to work. This is what I had to do to get it to work. We need to put a pump on this side, and we need to put a pump on that side. And I'm just trying to figure out how to sort of make this look good, right? So what we need to do is we can do that, and we can do that. And what this is going to do is, this is fluid in, and this is out. All right. Those need to be reversed. We need to pump air into the tanks in order to maintain our pressure. If we don't pump air into the tanks, we aren't going to maintain our pressure. And then, eventually, no fuel is going to get to the modular engine. It does take a long time, so it can be deceiving, but if I tested it, and if you go on a long enough trip, you will have the issue where fuel won't go into your engine. So unfortunately, we have to add some of these extra kind of silly things, and I'm just not sure yet, you know. I'll have to figure out how to hide these into the vehicle. So... just like that. Okay, and then coming out of the engine of the we need to do the same thing. So that's in and that's out, and we want this to go to the engine over there in the corner, right? So if we do that, if I do that, and then right, so now we're going to need a trailer because the box is basically just for show. Now that we have to have all these parts in it, yeah, and then I'll just do this. I'll just say pipe, and then we'll just come down here, from here, and then what? We just run the pipes like this, and then like this here. Cool. Alright, so this will come down there. So, why not just use a pipe? And this will come in just like that. Okay. So, the last thing we need now is to connect the exhaust. There's two more things we need to do. So that's the engine, that's the fuel. Now we need to connect the exhaust, and the exhaust actually I want to come out. I'll come out on this side here. So we'll go back to the modular engine pieces, and then we need they have a corner exhaust. Let's see, where is it here? Oh, too far up, too far up. It's after gunnery. Right here, manifold exhaust corner. Alright, so just like that, and now the engine is exhausting. The engine is exhausting. So, and that comes down there. Oh, that's even better actually. And this can come straight back and to there. Okay. So we also need to figure out, is this going to be front wheel drive, is this going to be rear wheel drive? And we'll make it rear wheel drive. Then that means I need to take it out here. Alright, so we'll do this. Alright. That's sticking out too far. Cool. So now we have our exhaust in there. And then, like I say, last but not least, we need to get the gearbox connected. So this, we are going to run right through the floor here. I think I can run it. Or is that going to be in the way? No, that's going to be in the way. I'll have to come down 2. Let's come down 2. Let's see here. What color do we want this one to be? Let's make this. Let's make it brown. I'll change the color later on. Okay, and then right here is where it's going to go to the tires. Just like that. Just like that. Alright, now I'll fire it up and let's do a quick time check. Where are we at? Ooh, 45 minutes. Not bad, not bad. Okay, so what I want to do now, we need to hook up the seat. So A and D is going to be our steering, and then we'll double check that, and of course W and S Let's make it our clutch pressure for now. That'll work. We've got electricity. Oh, and then we need a starter button. All right. So actually, I'll just hook that through the seat. Just to save right now for the buttons here. Hotkey 1 is going to be our. We don't need a brake for now. Let's just hotkey 1 is going to turn on our systems, and then hotkey 2 can turn the engine over. I just want to turn the engine over, and then systems. Then we need to connect these pumps as well. Right. So make sure you have a pump in and out, and it should be able to maintain its fuel pressure. Now 2 is going to be a push button. All right. I'm going to save this as pickup truck. There we go, something like that. 1765, yeah. Whatever that means, I don't know. Okay, so we'll open this. Oof. There is a problem. There is a problem. What's the problem? Is it this that's the problem? It's this that's the problem. Don't want that to happen. Yeah, I guess it can stay like that for now. Stay like that. Alright, so we need to check the steering as well, just to see if we can steer, blah 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 blah. Okay, let me save that. Let me fire it up. We'll finish the hood. We'll finish this beast. This beast. Not bad. Okay. Systems. We need a throttle. We need a throttle. Okay, we need a couple of things. Couple of more things. I was really early on that one. Okay, so we need a function block. We need a function block. And where do we want to put the function block for the engine? Here, we'll just put it in here. Okay, and then we need to say in the function block, we need to say x plus 0.5. Just like that. Okay, and then we need to connect this to the fuel throttle, and our throttle lever, yeah, well, our throttle here going to connect to the function block, and we need to connect this to the air manifold. Alright, now that should be enough to get it to start up. I hate that. They're so close together, the spawn and the exit button. Okay. Systems. Oh. Let's configure the throttle here. What's going on with the throttle? Is it in backwards? Yeah, it's in backwards. Alright, it's in backwards. Oh my goodness. Should have put a keypad in. Okay. Let's give it a little bit of throttle here. Systems. No? Doesn't want to fire up. Oh, and then the steering needs to be inverted. One of these needs to be inverted. Alright, let's see here. Inverted, numerical inverter. A and D. A and D to there, and then that can go to the steering. Alright, so now why didn't it fire up? Clutch pressure is going to be... That's the alternator. Yeah, we need to have power in the alternator. So the starter turned over. Let's see. So this comes through. Into the engine, and it doesn't want to turn over. Alright, let me load the engine I just built and see what I needed to do. Starter. Oh, the air manifold, and then that goes to the... Alright, and that's... Oh, X times 0.5, not plus 0.5, X times 0.5. This should be like that. Basically, it's 2 to 1. 2 parts air for 1 part fuel is how these engines are set up. There we go. Yeah. So I'll put a couple of dials in here so I could see our... Oh, did I not? If you have the flywheel, it stops it. Like right now when I press W, it's full throttle on the clutch. I thought that... Did I not invert it? Oh, I didn't save it. Alright, so put the inverter on there. W... and S. Let's see, A and D is going to go to there, and then that's going to go to there. Okay, and then, yeah, let's just get a dial. There was a temperature, let's see. So directly, so we just need a dial for the RPS. We'll put a dial here. That's going to tell me sort of where we're at. I don't necessarily need the temperature because I'll do an endurance test later on once I painted it and finished the hood. This is just a quick, you know, let's get the truck going, right? There we go. Spawn that. Yeah, if you put the flywheel on, then it engages the clutch slower, and you don't have the issue where you kill the engine every time you press W. Right? Like, I'm not going to be able to hold down W and go without the flywheel. Unless I restrict the clutch. So, unless I restrict the clutch. Now, what I could do is I could take another function block and I could actually divide... I never thought of this, but right? And we could say X... Let's say we could say X maybe divided by 2, or we could even say divided by 4, just to try and slow down the pressure that's coming off of W and S. So we'll do that. Let's see if that has any impact on it at this point, and then I'll finish the hood up here. Yeah, so it's going to fire up now. Not quite, not quite. It does have a sort of a delay to it, but we are going to kill unless I crank that up. Now we're at 0.26. Holy, look at how fast this thing's going. Oh my goodness. Wow. There you go. We probably don't need that much throttle. Holy moly, this thing has just, I don't know how fast we're going, but we're going pretty fast. Whoa. Not bad. Looks like we're stable. Or is it gonna go down? I might have to turn that up just a little bit. Yeah, if we turn that up now, what are we at? 0.28. Awesome, and I'm driving around. Cool. So that seemed to work, dividing it by 2, and it looks like 0.28 on the throttle. Works for this setup. Now, if we're pulling a trailer or something like that, we'll have to adjust it so we get a little bit more power. Ooh, I'm excited. This is cool. This is really cool. I've never actually built a truck in Stormworks, so this is like a first. The lawnmower. We'll have to call it the lawnmower, right? And then it needs brakes, needs all that sort of stuff. Excellent. Okay, so we're on the right path. Now let's finish the hood. Let's finish the hood. Now we can close in the engine. And that's gonna flip up. So what I will do is take this like that, and then I don't know where do we want a toggle button for the hood? Let's just put it right here. Right, and then so what I'll do is I'll install a panel. I'll put a composite panel in here, which is going to have all the controls for this kind of stuff. But for now, we'll just put it there. And then now what do we need? We need a switch. Here, let's get a switch in here, and let's get a constant number. First, let's try 1. Alright, this is going to be our on value. This will be our off value. This is going to go to the pivots, and then this will connect to the switch. Let's try that. Did I connect power to the button? I did not. Yeah, because we'll need lights, button for the lights, and all that sort of stuff. Okay, which way? Yeah, positive should be up. Oh, there's no electricity to the pivots. And then, yeah, okay, so that should work. There we go. That's kind of neat. Hood goes up. Cool. It looks alright. That's neat. I like that. Now let's see. Let's see if we can put in a windshield here, or glass. I guess a window. 3x3. 3x3 kind of works. I guess it'll have to be like that, eh? But the only issue with this shape is yeah, unfortunately the angles are like the 1x1 angle. I think that would just look ugly if we did that. It's gonna look ugly. Alright, so I guess for now, unfortunately, we'll have to have a standard, just a standard windshield here. Now, am I going to be able to see through that, or is the line... Let's spawn that in, see if the line's going to be in my way. Yeah, okay. It's kind of going to be in the way. Whoops. So, these have to be the 3x3. Okay, and then the 1x3. And then that means we'll just take this block here and do that. I guess that works. I really am not a fan of this. Let's see, we'll do that maybe. Cool. Cool. Okay. I guess that'll work. Do I want the sunroof in there? Yeah, why not? We may as well have a... Oh, living in the lap of luxury here. And that is that. That is that. We don't really need a window on this. I mean, we don't really need a window on the sides. Tsunami comes in, it's going to wash us away anyways. So there's no real point. We don't need to be... Just pretend like we have the windows rolled down or something. We could do like a half. Could do like a half. There we go. So kind of has the illusion like the windows are rolled down. Yeah, I like that. I think it just needs a decent little paint job. And it'll do alright. And then the next thing, of course, will be to add a tailgate. Not a tailgate, what am I talking about? We need a trailer hitch on here. So, take something like that. And we'll just take a electrical connector. There we go. Now we got a trailer hitch. Awesome. Let's paint it. Let's paint it. Let's paint it. Let's paint it blue. Nice. All right, then we'll take black. And maybe we'll do like a nice accent in here. Oh, let's see. I should have this in like this, especially when I'm painting. Cool. Yeah, and all this in here it should be black. Oh, that's like I say, probably the whole underside. Yeah, that I like. That's neat. Might change the lights. Oh, and then we need, we're gonna need something that was, this one's good to 1 kilometer, this one's good to 4 kilometers. Probably need an antenna. Where do we want to put that here? We can... put that there. Now I wonder if that's going to be in the way of the door. Not at all. Nice. There you have it. There you have it. A blue pickup truck. Now, I mean, I'll be the first to admit that my my choices of colors aren't always, you know, my first choice of color aren't always the choice of colors. Yeah, so, you know, if it's ugly, it's ugly. But that will do it. That is going to conclude our pickup truck build. Thank you so much for watching. And in the next one, we'll build a couple of trailers. Maybe we'll build like a camping trailer for it. And then maybe we'll build, I don't know. Well, we'll just see if we can get 3 trailers for it. Yeah. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.